What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knockout360 here with another video for you guys. So as you can tell, we're in a car that makes this a car vlog, right? Hold on, let me get you guys straight. Make sure you're paying attention to your boy. Make sure you hit that subscription button down in the bottom right. We just now hit 3,300 subscribers. So we're putting on almost 100 subscribers a week, man, which once again, everything in perspective for this channel is huge. So yeah, man, beautiful day as always, man. It has been very beautiful here in Charlotte, man. I hooked you guys up with the clean culture / import expo video, man. That was dope. I've never been to something like that. I've been to Tuner Evolution. I brought you guys with me, but I've never been to clean culture, man. So this was a huge opportunity or whatever, man. I definitely had a great time. That was dope and took you guys with me. Of course, it was hot as shit out there, but today, man, so I made a slight, I wouldn't even call it a mod, maybe an adjustment to the car. It was that time, man. I had to get new tires for the car. Now, before I get into the brand of tire and the review and everything, let me caution you guys. So in my previous tire review videos, and some of you may be wondering, why am I doing a tire review video this soon? So my recent setup was I had 255s up front, a Turo AZ800s, and I had a Turo AZ850s in the back, and they were 275, 45, 20. Now let me caution you guys. So the website told me that with my rim, the particular rim that I have on my car, I could get up to a 275. And of course I jumped on that because I wanted the wider stance. I wanted the better grip, the better traction, because I'll be honest with you, the original tires that this car came with, even as a V6, I was slipping and sliding, especially in the rain. So I wanted something that was a little more beefy, a little more bulky, and I also wanted that look. So I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I wanted that look from the back that gave you that impression that this was a fat, wide tire, right? Even though this isn't a fat, wide rim. This rim that I have on my car right now, if I'm not mistaken, is right at 8.5, 9 inches wide. So it's not an extremely wide rim. Typically, when you're going up to 275s, your 280s, and then into your 300s, you're talking about 10, 10.5, 11, and so on and so forth. Well, I wanted to kind of fake it. I wanted to kind of fuck the system. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to change the rim because I really like the rims that this car comes with, but I did want to upgrade the tires and go with something a little bit fatter, right? But like I said, I didn't want to change the rim. So what I did was I went with the really fat tire in the back, and then I kind of kept the tire up front, kind of conservative, right at 255. Bad decision. Two reasons. For one, as you already know, you can't rotate the tires from the front to back, because the tires in the back are a lot larger than the tires in the front. It wouldn't make sense. That just doesn't work. So from a tread life perspective, your tires are always going to be, you're going to go through your tires a lot quicker when you have a staggered setup like that, right? That's caution number one. Caution number two is, it just didn't make sense. The wear on that particular tires in the back, considering the size of my rim, just didn't work out. My rim was extremely skinny when you compared it to the size of the tire. The tires in the back, and I'll put a picture up right now, they were wearing unevenly. And reason being is because the tire was so fat that instead of it fitting like flush against the rim like that, it was almost kind of squeezing in at the bottom and at the top. So needless to say, the wear on the tire was a lot worse, and it was increased and exacerbated simply because of the fact that I had an extremely wide tire on a skinny rim. Now, like I said, the website said that I could put that particular tire on my car, and like I said, I jumped at the chance. I didn't have to do anything special. I simply took it to NTB. I had those guys install it. They installed it, no problem. But the issue came because the tire is so big, the rim is so small, it gave it uneven wear. So, you know, the first caution was simply because the tire was too big and the tread life is going to be significantly diminished. And the second is because the tire is so big, the wear on those particular tires in the back are going to be uneven because the tires are just too big for that particular rim. So needless to say, I probably did get the full like 30, 40,000 miles out of those particular tires. If you do the math from the video that I put up when I had the tires changed out to now, I'm quite sure I got the full 30, 40,000 miles out of those tires. And that's not a good thing because I really pushed those tires to the damn limit. You know, deadly, like ridiculously close to the limit on those tires. Like my homeboy that did the tire swap, he was like, yo, listen, like, couple hundred more miles, these things would have been blown and you would have been on the side of the road in the ditch somewhere. So I definitely got my wear out of those. He also told me that at this point, if I want to keep the rim that I'm working with right now, which I do, He said it would just be best from a tire perspective, wearing all the way around evenly, to just go with 4 tires that are all the same size. So at that point, I didn't want to go down as far as a 245 like the stock, so I went 255s all the way around, which leads me into the topic of this video: Achilles Desert Hawk UHP tires. I found these on Simple Tire, and I've been buying my tires from those guys since I've had my Charger here, and they had a great working relationship, great company. The tires get here within 2-3 days max, and I don't think the tires are actually being shipped by them. I think that they work with local dealerships in the area, and they have some sort of incentive program or some kind of program to where when you order from them, it comes from the local dealer, right? So it only took like 2, maybe 3 days for the tires to get to my house. I went 255, 45, 20s all the way around, which is a much smaller tire than what I had on the back, but it's going to give it better wear, right? It's going to give it better, more even wear, not to mention I'll be able to rotate the tires front to back, right? So from a tread life perspective, I should be getting a full 30,000-40,000 miles out of all 4 of these tires, because I can rotate them front to back, left to right, whatever the case may be, without having issues. And that's something that, that's something you want to take into consideration for you guys that are going to do the staggered look, is that, you can pretty much cut that tread life in half when it comes to the warranty is concerned. If you're only going to have big tires in the back and skinny ones up front, that's not necessarily skinny, but just different size up front, that's something you want to take into consideration, is that you're not going to get the full tread life warranty that you're supposed to get on those tires, and you will be replacing them sooner than you think. So this time I went with the same size all the way around, because like I said, and I've been telling you guys that, we do plan on upgrading here in the near future. The wide body Charger is on its way. You can see I'm really feeling that. I'm smiling here, but the wide body Charger is on its way. I don't want to make any more modifications to this car that would cause me any kind of headache in the end when it's time to trade this bad boy in. So I went with the standard 255, 45, 20 all the way around. I'm going to keep it simple. I saw this particular tire online. I saw the reviews. The reviews were off the charts as far as the people that were using them. And to be honest with you guys, a lot of people that have our cars, Chargers, Challengers, even Durangos, I saw a Jeep, they're using these particular tires. Now they call them UHP. I assume that's ultra high performance. They are like a light SUV, light truck, or SUV light truck type of tire, right? And I say that to say, they're made for big cars. They're made for heavy cars, heavy SUVs, heavy trucks, not like your 1500s and your 2500s, but more like a Ford Ranger or, one of the smaller Rebel lines or something like that. Maybe not even that big. But I'm saying that to say these tires are geared towards bigger cars. So you don't have to worry about the tire not being big enough to sustain your car, not being able to sustain the weight and the power that these cars produce. These cars are built for that. Oh, these tires are built for that, right? The reviews were off the chart, man. A lot of people were excited about these tires and got great wear and got great recommendations out of these tires with few issues. Of course, there's always that oddball that says, they blew out in 2 weeks, and, you got to ask yourself, well, what the hell were you doing if they blew out in 2 weeks, right? But ultimately, I've had these tires on my car for going on about a month now. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, and I've taken this particular car all over North Carolina. I'll be honest with you, it's the smoothest ride that I've had thus far. It's the smoothest ride that I've had in this car, going back to when I had the stock tires on that were brand new. Now, of course, these are brand new tires, so it's going to give you that smooth ride. But when I say I don't feel anything on the road, I mean just that. If you look at the tire pattern and the tread pattern, it's really aggressive. It's a really good looking tire. So it's not just functional, but it's actually fashionable, right? A lot of people don't give a damn about that, and I can understand that, but at the same time, it's a good looking tire. It's a really good looking tire, very aggressive, a lot of tread patterns and this, that, and the other. When I first saw the tire, I thought it was directional, just because of how aggressive the tread pattern is. Fortunately, it's not directional, so you will be able to rotate that motherfucker all the way around with no issues, man. But it's a really great tire, and thus far, I've driven it in rain. I haven't driven it in slow, no inclement weather. It is, it's about to be May, probably in a day or so at this point. So, I mean, we haven't had any snow or anything crazy. I've driven it in the rain. I've driven it in the, kind of hot temperatures, dry temperatures, what have you. No issues whatsoever. Of course, I keep you guys updated as the seasons change and it gets colder and we get the crazy weather. But as of right now, man, I really think that I made a good decision with these tires, and I encourage you guys to At least research it, look into it, man. Between the Arturos and the Achilles, you can't go wrong. And then there's the price factor. So once again, you know, I'm all about budget, but I'm also most about getting the most bang for your buck. So if it's cheap tire, I'm not putting it on my car, right? Just because it's cheap, I'm not putting it on my car. I wouldn't do that. But with these particular tires, they were greatly priced. I'll put the price and everything that I paid for these on the website right now up on this video. They were very affordable. Like I said, I got all 4 brand new. Very affordable. I got all 4 brand new under $500, if I'm not mistaken. Under $500. There was no discounts or anything like that. Under $500, road hazard included. If you ask me, that's a deal. For the size tire that I'm putting on this car, all 4 brand new, under $500, that's a good deal. You're talking about your Pirellis, your BF Goodrich, your Firestones, all these other tires. Thus far, I've had no issues, guys. Now, this is, you know, 30 days into the tires or whatever the case may be. Of course, I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll let you know what's going on. But I did want to update you that I did get some new meat on the car. And at this point, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. And if you're in the market for new tires and you're trying to go the affordable route, affordable yet functional route, I would suggest the Achilles. And once again, that's the Achilles UHP Desert Hawk, or Achilles Desert Hawk UHP tires, right? I'm assuming the UHP stands for ultra high performance. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Really simple video, straight, short, to the point. Just wanted to tell you guys about what's going on with the car. Like I said, look out for these tires. Give them a good look over, man. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed with Simple Tire either, to be honest with you. Great company. They sent me like numerous emails after the order, after the purchase, to make sure that I received the tire, make sure the tire was in good shape, to make sure I was satisfied, all kinds of surveys. Pretty good company, man. And I definitely like that company. I bought going on 3 sets of tires from this company. Hopefully these tires are the last set of tires that I put on this car. And I say that to say, you know what's coming around the corner. Wide body Charger Scat Pack time. So hopefully this is the last set that I'll ever need. And we'll go from there, man. But as always, like, subscribe, comment, talk to your boy. If you have some other tires that you want to recommend in the comments, let me know. If you have these tires and you want to talk about them, let me know. If you have these tires and you think they're absolutely shit, you know, let me know as always, man. But I appreciate you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.